Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. My name is Sherry Wood. Welcome to the Night of Music production of Comedy Plus. It's about to begin, so we need you to turn your cell phones off, if you would, please. Tonight, we celebrate laughter with a splash of other good stuff, so I hope you'll sit back and enjoy. Let's get on with the show. Here is a fella who wants to sing a song about his wife shopping at Walmart.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing out there? Well, I'll tell you what, I went to see this dentist today, and man, he did a terrible job on these teeth. My brother said somebody out there holding for me, though. I got out there, I'm going to hold these. Oh, looky here. Well, I sure am glad my wife's at Walmart. If any of you's here last year, you got to see my twin brother, Billy Bob. Well, I'm Bob Billy. But you won't have any trouble telling us apart because I'm the good looking. Any of you out there shoppers? Any of you women out there like that Walmart? My wife loves Walmart. She goes out there all the time. I have to go with her. Luckily, they've got a fishing department. Giving me something to look at. I was out there the other day. The fella behind the counter was wearing sunglasses. And I looked at him for a couple minutes, and all of a sudden I realized he was blind and working at the Walmart. So this lady walks up with a fishing pole, and she says, "How much is this?" And he said, "What is it?" She said, "I don't know." He said, "Well, drop it on the counter, I'll tell you." So she picked it up and dropped it on the counter. He said, "That's a Zebco 202 with a 6-foot rod. That's $20. He said, "That's pretty good." So she reaches in her purse to get her credit card, and she dropped it. It hit the floor, and the clerk went, "That sounds like a MasterCard." She went, "Yeah, it was." So she bent over to pick that card up, and I'm telling you, she ripped the loudest fart I ever heard. And she got kind of flustered, and she looked around. She thought, "He won't know it's me. He can't tell." So she hands him the card, and he said, "That'd be $35, miss." He went, "You said that fishing pole's only $20. And he said, "Yes, ma'am, but that duck costs $3, and that catfish stink bait's $12. You owe me $35. So she just went ahead and paid the bill and walked out. I laughed all the way to my car. But I did figure out a way to spend more time with my wife. And this is it. When I die, just bury me at Walmart. So my wife will come and visit me. Just put my ashes next to towels and curtains. Make sure there's a discount sign she'll see. Make sure her credit cards all stay paid up. Then I won't have to wonder where she'll be. When I die, just bury me at Walmart. So my wife come and visit me. Now I ain't saying she's a shopaholic. She goes shopping with an 18-wheeler. And every time I say, "Oh, baby, let's frolic," he says they're open all night. I've got to be there. I don't mind her looking for a bargain. We've got 3 garages of sale debris. Please don't get me wrong. I really love Walmart. But her shopping's gonna be the end of me. When I die, just bury me at Walmart. So my wife will come and visit me. Just put my ashes next to cheese French fries. Make sure there's a discount sign near me. Make sure her credit cards all stay paid up, so I won't have to wonder where she'll be when I die. Just bury me home, so my wife will come and visit me. There's no doubt she's been my good companion, and I'm so thankful she's loved me true. But her passion for these celebrations got my dander up, blood pressure unruly. I keep hoping like raisins this thing too will pass. I'm all in my spending insanity. Please, don't get me wrong, I shop at Walmart, but her shopping's gonna be the death of me. When I die, just bury me at Walmart, so my wife will come and visit me. Just put my ashes next to Rawls and doodads. Make sure there's a discount sign near me. Make sure her credit cards all stay paid up, then I won't have to wonder where she'll be when I die. Just bury me at Walmart, so my wife come and visit me. Just let my ashes roll around at Walmart, so my wife come and visit me. I'll see you at Walmart.
Attention shoppers, attention shoppers. Did someone leave an urn with a bunch of ashes in it?
Tips for a happy marriage. Don't ever ask your wife what time dinner's going to be. If she's still mowing the lawn, cleaning the guns, sharpening the knives, playing with scissors, using a pitchfork in the garden.
Hi, everybody. You're all looking good tonight, let me tell you. You know, things have changed since we was kids. We just got back from a family vacation. And family they just aren't the same when they come back. I couldn't even call it a vacation. I had a different name for it. It's a story of 6 caged animals driving 12 straight hours in a Volkswagen Bug. You know, the problem these days, it's the kids. Kids, they're just not the same. You know, they spend all their time on the internet, and then they watch TV, the reality TV, and they think when they go on vacation, they got to do dangerous and life-threatening things like swimming with the sharks or hang gliding off of a mountain. And then they always want to bring a friend along. Now, my boy wanted to bring a friend this last time. He brought him over to the house. This kid had so many piercings all over his head, I thought he'd been in a fight with a nail gun. He had a fish hook in his eyebrow. He had a sinker hanging off of his chin. And when he walked, his head kind of bobbed around. Heck, I didn't know what his name was. I just called him Tackle Box. I really felt sorry for him, though, because when he walked past my Frigidaire, all my magnets went. Anyway, when we was kids, the big thing would be to go to a motel with a pool. We'd ask Daddy, Daddy, has that motel got a pool? Has it got a pool, Daddy? I don't care if it was in the next town. Has it got a pool, Daddy? And when we was kids, we went on vacation. We lived dangerously, and we had an adventure, you know. We had this big car, and I mean, it was a big boat. It was called a Pontiac. It had 4 doors, okay, and no seat belts. And when the baby was in, 3 of us kids would be in the back seat, and the baby was always in the front seat between Mama and Daddy in this car seat, and it had these hooks on it, and it hooked, remember? It hooked on the seat between Mama and Daddy, and if you had a really good one, there was this little bitty steering wheel, and the baby got to drive the car with Daddy, okay? And Daddy was always the vacation driver. He had 3 rules, okay? Rule number 1, maps are for sissies. When Daddy would get lost, we had to talk quietly, get lost, he would say, "We're going on an adventure." And over here's Mama. She's opening up that map and trying to get it all out and everything. And then he had rule number 2 was that speed limits that are posted are just for conversation pieces. You know, you don't have to really follow them. And rule number 3 was nobody pees until Daddy pees. Us kids would be in the back seat. Of course, we always fought, there were 3 of us, always fought over who was going to sit beside the window. And, you know, if you've got a window seat, you've got to see a lot of things. And then we had little brother back here, and he would always say, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet?" And Daddy'd get mad. He'd turn around like this and put his arm over the seat. He'd say, "Listen, I want you to be quiet back there. If I have to stop this car, you little peckerhead, you're going to be sorry." Remember that? He always said that. Yeah. And then, in this Pontiac, it had this back window. And we would lay up there on the back window and look out. You could see clouds and all the cars going by. And whenever a cop would go by, we'd always wave and salute and do the thumbs up. And then the cop would go wave and salute and do the thumbs up. And then if it was a really cool cop, he'd turn the siren on. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yep. And then, you know, I'm laying in that back window just cooling out and having a good time. And Daddy's driving about 90 miles an hour down the highway. And, of course, all the windows is open because that Pontiac ain't got no air. Remember that? And then Daddy would have that little wing flap thing, and he would crank it out like this. And then when a honeybee came in, Mama'd be having that map and just beating all over the place, you know? Yeah. But then, when we were up there, we would always watch for the semis. And you know what we did when the semis was coming? You all know. And then when that semi driver went, scared the crap out of Mom. But that, my friends, was a real vacation. Thank you.
You know, I got this newfangled thing called an iPad, and I had my little iTech guy over the house, and he was working with me on it, and we were making real progress on figuring out what I needed to do. And then my daughter walked in the room, says, "Dad, I've got to take him. He's getting into the 4th grade, and we need to go buy him some clothes to go to school with." You know, we can laugh about that, but there are some 3-year-olds that can have more apps going at one time and playing with them all than I have on my whole iPad together. Thank you.
Finally, us gals can let our hair down and be ourselves. These gals on the stage next are going to let you guys know they are just fine, love us or leave us.
Well, I ain't 16, not a beauty queen, and my eyes are bagging and my skin is sagging, and if that's the reason that you don't love me, then maybe that's not love. Well, I ain't 20 either, and I don't care neither, and my hair is gray, and I like it that way, and if that's the reason that you don't love me, then maybe that's not love. If you don't think I rock, well, we ain't gonna roll. If you don't think I hung, my heart just turned cold. If you want a younger model, I wish you well, sweet pea. 'Cause if you can't see what it is you have, then you ain't having me. I got cellulite and aching feet. sweet, and my thoughts gonna jiggle when I giggle or wiggle. And if that's the reason that you don't love me, then maybe that's not love. My tummy ain't tucked or lipo-sucked. It's a little coochie, but it's still hoochie coochie. And if that's the reason that you don't love me, then maybe that's not love. See, I'm no longer desperate, I'll only have a man if he has the smarts to see how hot that I still am. If you want a younger model, I wish you well, sweet pea. 'Cause if you can't see what it is you have, then you ain't having me. Older ladies, older ladies, older ladies are divine. Well, I got a chicken neck and I love it by heck. It makes a double chin whenever I grin. And if that's the reason that you don't love me, then maybe that's not love. I got saggy breasts that drip from my chest, burnt near down all the way to my nest. And if that's the reason that you don't love me, then maybe that's not love. If you don't think I'm wrong, well, we ain't gonna roll. If you don't think I hung, then my heart just turned to cold. If you want a younger model, I wish you well, sweet pea. 'Cause if you can't see what it is you got, you ain't getting me. Older ladies, older ladies, older ladies are divine. Older ladies, older ladies, older ladies. What are we, ladies? We're divine.
Did you hear a story about the man the other day over at Mirror Lake? I'm going to tell you. I'm on now. So the man's walking across down by Mirror Lake, and he starts to walk across the street. As he looks into Mirror Lake, there are women swimming. As he gets closer, he realizes they're skinny dipping. Well, as he gets closer, the women realize he's there, and they swim over to the deeper section of the pond, the lake, and they start screaming, "Get away, get out of here. We're not getting out of the water until you leave." He said, "What are you worried about? I'm not here for you. I'm just here to feed the alligators."
Thank you. I've never been to Abilene, but I did meet George Hamilton the fourth one. So this is a song that he's very well known for. So.
Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town I've ever seen. Women there don't treat you mean in Abilene, my Abilene. I sit alone most every night, watch those trains pull out of sight. Don't I wish they were carrying me back to Abilene, my Abilene. Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town I've ever seen. Women there don't treat you mean in Abilene, my Abilene. Crowded city, nothing's free, nothing in this town for me. Wish to the Lord that I could be in Abilene, sweet Abilene. Abilene, Abilene, prettiest town I've ever seen. Women there don't treat you mean. Abilene, my Abilene. Women there don't treat you mean. Abilene, my Abilene. Thank you.
Waited years for this. I finally got the whole group together, the whole family, and they've all agreed to meet today to have a family picture taken. I'll tell you, isn't that every mother's dream? A big family photo on the wall? I can't wait. I've waited and waited for this, and they all said they would wear their Sunday best and have their best smiles. So I'm so excited for this. Here they come. Come on. I've been waiting for this. You gotta look your best. Okay.
All right, Ma, got 20 minutes. Got a pickleball tournament. I'm defending my championship, and I got my groupies waiting for me. So I had 20 minutes, I'm telling you.
I don't know if you are going to be able to play
I
pickleball.
can play pickleball no matter what. Hey,
Oh,
and you know what? Larry's dog, Ralph, has to go poop. And Larry says he knows he has to go poop because he's farting. But you know what? Larry's farting. And Mark.
Larry, did you have to bring him?
I had to bring him. He was part of a dysfunctional family.
And Mark here.
Oh, man.
Mark's got to clean those fish. He caught them a week ago, and they're still wiggling.
Mark, you stink. You stink.
And Mom, Mary's in labor. She's gonna drop that beach ball at any minute.
Honey, what happened?
I'm not sure.
How?
I'm reading up on it.
You're reading
How
up.
to have a baby. Diapers, bottles, poop, sleepless nights.
Yeah, that's it. But how did this happen?
Not sure.
He said he loved her, Ma.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
okay.
Well, I do too, so we have to talk.
Okay.
We'll talk.
All right.
After the picture. After the picture.
Hurry.
Well, you look fairly good. I don't know about this hair, but okay. All right. All right. I guess you got the memo. Yeah. The rest of you, I don't know. I think you'll have to go in the back row.
15 minutes, Ma, to send my
Listen,
championship.
it has been 50 years.
2 years, Ma. 2 years.
No, it's
Yeah,
it's been
2
a
years,
long
Ma.
You're so black. I brought this sport coat. I think I love a man in a sport coat. Well,
What
yeah,
memo?
What memo?
What memo,
You all
Ma?
got the memo. That
I
this
don't
is
have
so
email,
fun.
Ma. I got pickleball.
It's been 50 years since we've
2
had.
years, Ma. 2 years.
Do you think someone's missing?
No, let's
One-
get this over with.
Well, it just seems like we are missing someone.
My girls are waiting.
Oh, girls, you're just as cute as ever. Yeah. Let's cover the knees, honey. Cover the knees, okay? Keep them covered. Well, this is my family. Some people say they're dysfunctional. I say they're precious. Precious.
Yeah.
But it seems like somebody's not here.
Now, let's
Somebody-
get this picture taken. Where's the photographer?
We got him out. Maybe we're missing the photographer.
That's
I
him,
don't know.
right there.
Ah, here he is. Okay.
He's got a
Can I
camera.
have a chair? It's important that Ma sits. And I want all my precious family around me. This is important. You know, this doesn't happen very often. It's been 50 years.
2 years, Ma. 2 years,
Now,
Ma.
wait a minute. Are you sure?
We're all here, Ma. Get the
Yeah.
picture taken. I got 5 minutes.
Oh, everybody's in such a hurry all the time, aren't they? They never take time out for family. Ah! Oh, pew, that smells. People
Take the
don't
picture,
take time
Ralph.
out for family, and it's so important. And I just want to say thank you, and I hope no one's missing.
Now one's missing. Take
But
the picture.
it's been 50 years, and this
2
is
years,
very
Mom.
important.
2 years.
Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to count
I'm
to
ready.
3, and then I'll say cheese, and then you all give it your best, because I love you all. 1, 2, 3.
Pickleball.
Cheese!
Pickleball. Pickleball. We're going. My
I knew
tournament.
somebody
we
was
gotta
missing.
go, everybody. Exit stage right.
Oh,
See you in 50 years, Ma. See you in 50 years.
For me, being in style is just wearing clothes that still fit. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could put ourselves in the dryer and come out wrinkle-free and 3 sizes smaller?
Tonight I'm going to sing a country song, and it's also a wedding song. And I'm dedicating this to my wife, Claudia. It was no accident, me finding you. Someone had a hand in it long before we ever knew. Now I just can't believe you're in my life. Heaven smiles down on me as I look at you tonight. I tip my hat to the keeper of the stars, and he surely knew what he was doing when he joined these 2 hearts. I hold everything when I hold you in my arms. All I ever need, thanks to the keeper of the stars. Soft moonlight on your face, oh, how you shine. It takes my breath away just to look into your eyes. I know I don't deserve a treasure like you. There really are no words to show my gratitude. So I'll tip my hat to the keeper of the stars, and he surely knew what he was doing when he joined these two hearts. I hold everything when I hold you in my arms, and I've got all I'll ever need, thanks to the keeper of the stars. It was no accident, me finding you. Someone had a hand in it long before we ever knew.
Hi. I know one of the first things in life you learn is that you need to be decisive. There are a lot of flat squirrels in the world.
My doll is as dainty as a sparrow. Her figure is something to applaud. Where she's as narrow as an arrow. And she's broad where broad should be broad. 101 pounds of fun. That's my little honey bun. Get a load of honey bun tonight. I'm speaking of my sweetie pie, only 60 inches high, but every inch is packed with dynamite. Her hair is blonde and curly, her curls are hurly-burly, her lips are pips, I call her hips, twirly and whirly. She's my baby, I'm her pap. She's my booby, I'm her trap. I am caught and I don't want to run, 'cause I'm having so much fun with honey bun. Her curls are hurly-burly. Her lips are pips. I call her hips. Twirly, twirly and whirly, twirly and whirly. Twirly and whirly. She's my twirly and whirly. She's my baby. I'm her pet. She's my booby. I'm her trap. I am caught and I don't want to run 'cause I'm having so much fun with honey. Come on, honey bun. I'm speaking of my sweetie pie. Oh no. Till you're done, ain't being funny. Sonny, put your money on my honey bun.
Hey, everybody. Tonight we're going to dedicate this song to all our men and women in uniform. Please sing loud and proud. If tomorrow all the things were gone I worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife, I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Folks, I want you to put your hands together for the world's first in-flight airline comedian, Mr. Al April.
Hold it down, hold it down. Yeah, laughter is the best medicine. Stimulates your brain to produce these endorphins, these enkephalins, these catecholamines, serotonins, body's strongest natural painkiller. Thing that gets them going more than any other thing is laughter. The neatest thing they found out about it now, though, it's in your endothelia. Pretty happy about that. The linings of your blood vessels, they're like this, and the blood is flowing over there, and when you laugh, oh, they open up. If that's true, it's even better than we knew. Program says, is it golden or is it brassy? I don't know. I've never even thought about the old age until they wouldn't give me my driver's license. I didn't realize I was so blind. Had to have the cataracts removed when I could see again. I had to break up with 3 of my girlfriends. Losing my hair. I don't care. I tried a couple of things, didn't work. They said it's in your genes. I looked in my jeans. I got plenty down here. I want some for the top of my head. I got the COPD. Coughing, hacking, wheezing, spitting up. COPD, you know what that stands for? Cause of probable death. Pretty happy about my hearing. It's still pretty good. My neighbor comes over. Deaf as a doorknob. He comes over there and he says, look at here, April. Can't even see him, can you? But I can hear now. Cost me a bundle, but I can hear. I said, cool. What kind is it? He said, 930. Mind is going bad. Can't remember people's names, bothers me. So I'm on the internet and I see this Dr. Sam Walters, the NASA guy, has a youthful brain. I sent away for the youthful brain. Got it. Couldn't remember to take the damn thing. Then when I remembered, where did I put him? Of course, I put him in the refrigerator next to my car keys. I've had 3 major operations. First one, I don't remember. I was only a day old when they did it. Said I screamed like a baby. Then I was having trouble with my heartburn, man, and I had some hemorrhoid problems. I didn't know what to do. Went in and had a colonoscopy. Colonoscopies, there's nothing to it. That day before is the son of a pup. Drinking that hell juice you're up and down, that's not pleasant at all. So anyway, they did the colonoscopy. Oh, they couldn't get the camera up through there. I was so blocked. So I had to have the colectomy. They took 12 inches out of my lower intestinal tract. Never had a problem with the heartburn or the hemorrhoids. It was beautiful. It's a colectomy. So I'm talking with my buddy. He says, well, what the hell is a colectomy? I said, well, they took a foot out of my rear end. He said, was it a 10.5 D? Said, I'm missing a black wingtip. Had a cardiac arrest. I don't know. They put 3 stents in me. Then they put the 3 stents in. I don't know what they did, but I had an ablation. I was just passing out. So I had to have that fixed. I'm pretty happy about that. Praise the Lord. But Mother Nature can kick your ass. I've been pretty happy about I beat this anorexia. Pretty happy about that. I was hoping for a better laugh on that one. Because I have the prostate problem, men have their manhood problem, prostate. I'm peeing in Morse code now. It's ... dash, dash. I started out with SOS. Moved on to victory. Haven't done it in a while, but I'm pretty sure if I could get out anti-disestablishmentarianism, I think I'm a long way from that. Of course, to boil it all down, it's all in your poop. Women hate to talk about it, men laugh about it. But if you're pooping well, you're feeling well. It's as easy as that. I always check mine out. I do. Today I looked down there and it was kind of a swizzler. I didn't know whether I wanted to sit or float there. Tapered both ends nicely. No seams. 2 rust marks. Smelled like fresh linen. So I'll leave you with this one. We're in the old folks' home, okay? We're in the old folks' home, and here's this pretty little gal, about 85, 90, something's wrong with her. But she would go into the couple of the men's room there, and she would lift up her dress, and she would yell out, "Super sex, super sex." They said, "Get out of here, we're calling the super." She went into the next room, she lifted up her dress, she yelled out, "Super sex, super sex." They said, "Get out of here, we're watching the game." She goes into the third room, she lifts up her dress, she says, super sex, super sex." Guy in the back yells out, "Soup."
You know, there's a lot of phrases that have different meanings when you get older. One for the road means you have to pee before you leave the house. Oh, okay, Gracie May, we'll get this board meeting started.
Yeah, it really did happen to me. I was 15 years old going into my junior year in high school, and I went to a birthday party. This is right before school started, 1962. And I went to this birthday party. I met this cute little brown-eyed girl named Sherry Wood. Yeah. And of course, popular at that time was the song Sherry. Sherry, Sherry. Yeah, that one. So went to the party. She was flirting with me. She asked me to go to a dance the first Friday after school started. So I did. And of course, I couldn't dance. I didn't know how to dance. I still danced with my mom in the living room once. And I didn't know what to do. So I'm looking for her, can't find her anywhere. About 30 minutes goes by. I finally find her with her girlfriends. And she talks to me for a very short time, and then she disappears again. So I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm standing against the wall, the jukebox is playing, kids are dancing, and I'm feeling left out. So a little while later, after about an hour and a half of leaning up against the wall and feeling sick to my stomach and very, very sad, one of her girlfriends comes and says, "Mike, she invited you because she wanted to make her boyfriend jealous." Oh, come on. Thank you. I'm really over it, though. I mean, it was 60 plus years ago, so, you know. Next morning, my sister, Delana, Lanny, we call her, she's a freshman cheerleader, and you know freshman cheerleaders know how to dance, right? Yeah, but she could. And so she said, "My brother's not going to be a wallflower. I'm going to teach him how to dance." So for the next 6 months, off and on, she gives me dance lessons in the basement with the 45 records. And we would go upstairs and we would watch American Bandstand and get the latest and greatest. So, but, you know, I'm over it. I'm fine, really. Oh, sorry. Anyway, good ending, though. We have a happy ending. What happened was I got invited to a junior prom. And my sister and I got the double date, and we had a blast. And all those dance lessons really paid off because before I had no clue. So just about the time that school's out and the summer starts, now we're in the 1963, and this song comes out. And I would like for you, if you know the song, to sing the background part with me, please, if you want to. And it's called, well, it's by The Contours, 1963. Yeah. You broke my heart because I couldn't dance. You didn't even want me around. And now I'm back to let you know I can really shake 'em down. Do you love me? I can really move. Do you love me? I'm in the mood. Do you love me? Do you love me? Now that I can dance. Watch me now. Shake it, baby. Yeah, you driving me crazy. A little bit of soul now. I can mash potato. I can mash potatoes. Do the twist. I can do the twist. Tell me, baby. Tell me, baby. But do you like it like this? Do you like it like this? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Do you love me? Do you love me? Or do you love me? Come on. Do you love me? Or do you love me? Do you love me? Now that I can dance, dance. Watch me now. Yeah, baby. Oh, shake it down. A little bit of soul now. Get it, baby. Yeah, you drive me crazy. Don't get lazy. I can mash potato. I can mash potatoes. Do the twist. I can do the twist. Tell me, baby. Tell me, baby. Do you like it like this? Do you like it like this? Tell me. Tell me. Tell me. Oh, do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? Do you love me? But do you love me? Do you love me? Now that I... Quiet part. Shake it hard, baby. That you driving me crazy. A little bit of soul now. Oh, get it, baby. What a workout. Driving me crazy. A little bit of soul now. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
She gives me the same lecture. Carla, you need to exercise more. And we've got a beautiful fitness center here at Gulf Lakes, don't we? So what's my excuse? So I didn't have one, so I decided, well, maybe I better go to the fitness center and try to work out. Well, I want to tell you, I dropped 10 pounds very quickly. And I'm sure glad that dumbbell missed my foot.
Come on now, we're going to warm you guys up. Let's get going. Nance, give a little instruction.
You didn't know it when you left home tonight, but you're all going to be part of this program tonight. We don't have enough room up here for all of you, but we're going to get you all to help us sing. Reg is going to tell you what to sing, follow after him, and I'll repeat it.
All right, now pay attention. You have to say, do.
Do.
Wah.
Wah.
Diddy diddy.
Diddy diddy.
Dumb.
Dumb.
Diddy do.
Diddy do.
Now it goes faster than that, so help me out one more time.
Do what diddy diddy dumb diddy do.
All right.
Okay, why don't you stand up, get off those buns or your diddy diddy. And it doesn't matter if you can sing or not. It's a comedian night, right?
It's just like being up here now, right? So I want to hear you. All right, here we go. There she was, just walking down the street singing.
Do I diddy diddy dum
snapping her fingers and shuffling her feet, singing,
Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
she looked good.
Look good.
She looked fine.
Look fine.
She looked good. She looked fine. And I nearly lost my mind. Before long, she was walking next to me, singing,
Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
holding my hand just as natural as can be, singing, do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. We walked on to my door.
My door.
We walked under my door, then we kissed a little more. Whoa, whoa, I knew we were falling in love. Yes, I did. So I told her all the things I've been dreaming of. We're together nearly every single day, singing, do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. We're so happy, and that's how we're gonna stay, singing,
Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
well, I'm hers. She's mine. I'm hers. She's mine. Wedding bells are gonna chime again. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I knew we were falling in love. Yes, I did. And I told her all the things I've been dreaming of. We're together nearly every single day, singing, do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. We're so happy, and that's how we're gonna stay, singing, do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Well, I'm hers. She's mine.
She's mine.
I'm hers. She's mine. Wedding bells are gonna chime. Again, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, yeah.
You not here. Each passing day has brought much pain. But with God's grace, my strength remains. I sure miss you. Heaven's sweeter with you there. Little things that seem so small, now like gold in a memory vault. I cherish every one I have of you. Now I can see and recognize the part you played to shape my life. Often see you in the things that I do. God's design and master plan, He saw the hurting hearts of man as we would say goodbye to those so near. With our family and friends, we'll be together once again. View all of heaven's splendor hand in hand. I still miss you. Life will never be the same with you not here. Each passing day has brought much pain, but with God's grace, my strength remains. I sure miss you, but heaven's sweeter with you there.
Well, my little IT guy showed up again a couple days before my birthday and said, Papa, it's time to get rid of that flip phone. So he gave me this really neat new phone, and he told me, you know, it's got a little gadget on there, so if somebody calls, you can push that button and you can actually see them and while you're talking to them. And I thought, well, that's pretty cool. So on my birthday, I get the phone call, and I push the button, and there's my grandson. And he's saying to me, happy birthday, and we had this really nice chat. And after a little bit, he said to me, Papa, how old are you? And I told him, and I looked at him, and he had this funny look in his face, and he said, did you start at 1? And then, to add injury to insult, his brother gets on the phone and says, Papa, Mama told us that when you get to be your age, you get kind of forgetful. But I have a hint for you. If you ever forget how old you are, just look on your underwear, because mine says 2 to 4.
The enlightening part. I want to say this, and I apologize for this, and I don't think it's anybody's fault, but your program said Ray Fuller, and it should have said Ray Fuller backed by popular demand. But my wife said that wouldn't work. But I will tell you, the group that puts this program together, they don't take bribes. We're talking about education, but I think education largely is about communication. Now, as an educator, I wore many hats. Among those, I was a teacher, I was a coach, principal, assistant principal, attendance officer, disciplinarian, you name it, we covered all the bases. During the summer, most teachers will find summer jobs. That's because, although people don't believe it, they're only paid for 9 months. But we have to find something to do. Some of us were fortunate than others. And I was fortunate in the fact that I got to teach driver education. Now, whether that was fortunate or not, I don't know. But let me explain, because there are many people, some parents, thought driver education was to teach 15-year-olds how to drive. But then they wanted to teach them how to shift gears. Well, how many new cars are you going to get to shift gears? Our job was to teach them how to drive properly. I might say that apparently they don't teach that in Bradenton, Florida. And now, with the stop signs in the park, I'm not sure how many of you people have taken driver education. But during my days of teaching driver ed, I had this group of young ladies, one driving and the other two in the car. And we got to the intersection, and I told the young lady, make a right turn. So she proceeded with the 10 and 2, began to make the turn. And I said, you need to use your turning signal. She said, but there's nobody out there. I said, well, what about the people behind us? So she turned around to the two girls in the back seat and said, I'm turning right. Communication problem. 1 year as an assistant principal, I also was the disciplinarian and attendance officer. They got to find somebody to do those jobs. 3 young men showed up to school missing the first period. So I had them in the outer office and I said, guys, you missed the whole first period. Why were you late? And they all, in unison, said, we had a flat tire. Oh, okay. I left them there sitting, called one into my office, shut the door, and I said, I'm sorry about the flat tire, but one question I might have is, which tire was flat? So he told me. I said, oh, okay. Have a seat. He went out, called the next student in. He says, you had a flat tire? Yeah. Rather indignantly, yeah. I said, but do you mind telling me which tire was flat? I got a blank look, kind of like yours. I didn't need to say anything even to the third student. They did have to stay after school to make up for that first period missing. Speaking of driving, I was driving down the street one morning. I was late after having a meeting with the superintendent, and I was going perhaps a little too fast. All of a sudden, blue and red lights behind me pulled me over. I was right in front of the school. And I looked up, and there are all these faces in the windows and cars driving by, blowing their horns. And the officer came, "Can I see your driver's license and registration?" "Sure." He said, "What's going on?" I said, "Well, I'm the principal of this school." He said, "Sir, here's your driver's license, registration back." He said, "You paid your debt to society." And he let me go. Now, in school, we had classes. We had health classes and physical education classes. Girls took health, boys took phys ed. The next day, the boys took health, and the girls took phys ed. Now, let me tell you, and I'll look around here, and I'm quite sure that I'm almost probably 99% correct. There's not one lady in this audience as a middle schooler wanted to take physical education and have to take a shower. But guys, we loved it. Especially the part where you could take that towel and you could rip it back and snap. We had a guy in class, he could actually get a fly right off the wall. Snap. One day, I got to school, and the phone was ringing. I picked it up, and it was a rather disgruntled mother. She said, "What in the world is going up there? You got a bunch of juvenile delinquents up there?" I said, What's the problem?" "Someone stole my son's towel." I said, "Really?" I said, "You sure he didn't just misplace it?" "No, somebody stole my son's towel." I said, "Well, what does it look like?" She said, "It's white and says Holiday Inn." Boy, you did a lot better than last night, trust me. You know, we put up with a lot of things as teachers. One of them was the frailties of some students. I was talking to a class one day about oxymorons, you know, bittersweet, large shrimp. And I had one student, after they were dismissed from class, come up to my desk and said, "I'm not very happy." Didn't quite say it that way. I said, "What's the problem?" He said, "You know, I don't have a clue what oxy is, but I do know what a moron is. And every time you said that, you looked right at me." One week, we had a drive where we were trying to raise money to prevent child abuse. It's Child Abuse Prevention Week. I told the secretary, what I'd like for you to do is put a sign up, get some donations that says, "Please help to prevent child abuse." So she did. It was a little bit of a communication problem because when I walked in the next morning, I was somewhat dismayed, and the sign said, "Please donate to prevent child abuse in the principal's office." And that brings to mind, finally, my wife and I have been very fortunate. We've been invited to some class reunions. Now, interestingly enough, these are like 50-year class reunions. So when you walk in and you're looking at these people, they're 50 years older than what they were the last time you saw them. Of course, I hadn't changed any. But I had one former student came up to me, and he said, "You know, I always liked you. You didn't play favorites. You were mean to everybody." Thank you. School's out.
just lost Joe. Maybe, well, let's see what happens here. I just want to give Mike some credit because last year when the Night of Music was over, he wanted to put a group together, which he did. And as you can see now, we have the giants and the midgets, but actually, Joe can hear Jim, who's the lead, a lot better if she's up high.
Yep.
So we are really Joe and the boys.
Bum ba bum 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 ba bum 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 bum.
When the sun beats down and burns the tar up on the roof, and your shoes get so hot, your tired feet were fireproof. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk, ooh.
Out on the sun.
Under the boardwalk, ooh.
We'll be
Having some fun under the boardwalk, ooh.
People
Walking above under the boardwalk, ooh.
We'll be
Falling in love under the boardwalk, boardwalk. Ba-bum,
Now
bum,
at
bum,
the park,
bum,
you hear the happy sound
bum,
carousel. You can almost taste the hot dogs and French fries they sell. Under the boardwalk, down by the sea, yeah. On a blanket with my baby is where I'll be.
Under the boardwalk, ooh.
We'll be walking above.
Under the boardwalk, ooh. Having some fun under the boardwalk, ooh.
Walking above.
Under the boardwalk, ooh.
We'll be
Falling in love under the boardwalk, boardwalk.
Ruby, you said you were going to take yours back.
No, Ellen, you said you were going to take your dress back.
Well, I told you to put it in your phone.
Oh, sorry, I forgot.
You stink.
If you're ever in a jam, here I am.
Well, if you're ever in a mess, SOS.
If you ever feel so happy you land in jail, I'm your bail.
It's friendship, friendship. Just a perfect friendship. When other friendships have been forgot, ours will still be hot. La da 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 da, dig dig dig. La da 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 da, dig dig dig.
If you're ever up a tree, phone to me.
If you're ever down a well, ring my bell.
If you ever lose your teeth and you're out to dine, borrow mine.
It's friendship, friendship. It's just a perfect friendship. When other friendships still forgot, ours will still be.
Here's Mr. Paul Maley.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart, good night. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart, good night. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and baby, I just can't get right. Well, I hate to leave you, baby, don't mean maybe, because I love you so. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart, good night. Mother, oh, and your father won't like it if I stay here too long. One kiss in the dark, and I'll be going. You know I hate to go. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart, good night. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much. Sweetheart, well, it's time to go. Sweetheart, well, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must say, oh, good night, sweetheart, good night.